Chassidic gems on Parshas Vayishlach. Yaakov Avinu davened to Hashem, Hatzileni miyad ochi miyad Esav. Save me from my brother, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esav. That's the simple. The Chassidic Vayishlach say that it's a great sakona, it's a great danger. You think Esav means Esav. Esav means the Yetzer Hara. So it's a great sakona when the Yetzer Hara appears as my brother. Miyad ochi, miyad Esav, my brother Esav. When Esav, the Yetzer Hara, appears like my brother, the Yetzer Hara disguises himself as a Yetzer Tov. Miyad ochi, miyad Esav. My Esav, the Yetzer Hara, becomes my brother, becomes like a Yetzer Tov. That's a great danger. I like to explain this. For instance, the night of Yom Kippur. The night of Yom Kippur, davening ends late, and the right thing to do would be to go to sleep. So we should be able to daven properly the next day. But sometimes the Yetzer Hara could come in and say, listen, now sit down and learn. What's more than learning? Sit down and learn Torah. And that could be when, if we would listen to ourselves and sit down and learn Torah, that might be the Yetzer Hara telling us to learn Torah, so we shouldn't be able to have kavanah the next day for the davening. So it's a great sakona, it's a great danger when the Yetzer Hara disguises itself like a Yetzer Tov. So for that, we should beware, be careful not to fall into that net. The night of Yom Kippur is a time to sleep, so we should be able to have strength to daven the next day. Continuing with Chassidic gems on Parshas Vayishlach. So Yaakov Avinu davened, Ribono shel Olam, you promised me that Heitev Eitiv Imach, you promised me that I'm going to do good for you, to you. You promised everything is going to go well. That's the simple. And the question is, what is this repetition? Heitev Eitiv Imach. You promised us, you promised me that you're going to do good for me. Look at me now. I'm facing an Esav. The Chassidic Vayishlach Rashi says a pshat, why it's repeated. Heitev Eitiv Imach. Rashi says a pshat. But the Chassidic Vayishlach Rav HaKodesh Rabbi Yisrael Mimojitz says, there's a message here. When you say Heitev, when the person says that Heitev, whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu does is for the good. Kol ma di ovid rachmanu l'tav ovid. Whatever Hashem, whatever the Ribono shel Olam does is good. I accept. I don't complain. I accept it. If you say that, Heitev, then the Ribono shel Olam is saying, you're on such a level that you understand that if it's coming from me, Hashem, it's good. then Eitiv Imach. If you will be Zeicha to understand exactly that things that are not good is not what Hashem wants. Hashem says, whatever I do is good. If you believe in it, if you have faith in it, then Eitiv Imach, then I will do good for you. We should be Zeicha to understand this uncomplainingly. Okay, continuing with Chassidic gems, one or two more. So the Malach came, and the Malach said, the angel said, your name will now be Yisroel, Ki Soriso Im Elokim V'Imanoshim, because you have fought with a Malach, and with people, with Lavan and Esav, Vatuchal, and you prevailed. That's the symbol. The Chassidic Torah harp on Im Elokim V'Im Anoshim, with Hashem and with people. And they say, Pshat, during the time that you are involved with people, you should also still cling on to Hashem. Im Anoshim, when you are with people, you should still be with Hashem. And I remember when Reb Aaron Kotler, Zeichet Tzaddik Levracha, was sitting and talking to a group of Balabatim, and he was sitting with Anoshim. He was sitting with people, talking, discussing something. You could see that his mind was in the higher spheres, even when he was talking with people, but he was still dovuk. He was clinging on to Hashem. We have to always cling on to Hashem. That's one way of understanding Im Elokim V'Im Anoshim. Another Chassidic Torah is, even when you are clinging onto Hashem, don't forget about the people. Sometimes a person could get involved in a sugi, in a Gemara, in a Rambam, and forget about the rest of the world. That's no good. You got to be Im Elokim. You got to be immersed in the Torah, but you still have to have in mind, don't forget the people. As I'm speaking to you now, I remember a little story about Reb Nosson Tzvi Finkel, the Mir Rosh Yeshiva, Zeichet Tzaddik Levracha. Somebody once asked him, he was a Baltakeya, he was going to blow shofar on Rosh Hashanah, and he asked Reb Nosson Tzvi, what should I have in mind? What kind of kavona should I have? And he answered him one word, you should have in mind others, how you can help others. He was not a man of many words, and he said one word, others. I would have expected him to say, learn the Zoya, learn during the Tkiyas Shofar, you should know all the halachas, you should have in mind, what can you do to help others? Make a plan right then and there, and that'll bring up all the Tkiyas L'fnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We should be zeicher to all these tremendous hashkafas. Amen v'yamen.